There's no better time to find these tremendous Mazda savings than right now at Team Mazda. Get 0% financing on any new Mazda CX-5, Mazda CX-30, Mazda CX-50, or the Mazda CX-90. Find out just how much you can save at Team Mazda on Airline.
We're jazzy on this Monday.
Jazzy?
Yeah.
Jazzy.
Or are we manic on this Monday?
Always manic.
You know?
Manic Monday, yeah.
Sing it.
Well, we need to be singing Neil Young's Harvest Moon
Sure is right.
from the 70s.
Okay.
Look at you. Did you spin
Remember
that one?
that? Oh my gosh, did I? Neil Young is still one of my favorite artists.
Yeah?
Oh, incredible.
Crosby, Stills, Neil, all that?
Some of Neil Young's acoustical stuff, like Unplugged, is still on video. You can watch it. It's great. But Harvest Moon, he does a great job acoustical with that.
Well,
We talk about that because...
Yeah, exactly. We got the autumnal equinox coming up right around the corner. Actually, right around the
Do
corner.
you know what that is?
In layman's
So
terms.
it's the fall begins.
Fall, yeah. It's the beginning of fall.
7:44 Sunday morning. And so what's going to happen is do I know what that is? Of course, yeah, fall begins. And so I'm going to be rolling down my hallway at about 7:30 in the morning, waking the kids up on a Sunday. That's not gonna go well for me. Probably I'll get stuff thrown
But they'll
at
be
me.
excited. The air will be here.
One of them will be.
Well,
My son will throw stuff at me.
hopefully it's Halloween candy.
It was almost full this morning. Would you call that a waxing gibbous, that close to full?
It was waxing, but it was about 3/4, and right now we'll have the full moon tomorrow night.
Yes.
So it's going to be a super moon too, by the way. So it's going to look bigger, it's going to look brighter, and we're going to have an eclipse on top of that. And what I learned, actually, I didn't know the harvest moon can actually happen in September or October. So it's whatever's closer to the equinox. So this year it falls in September. I think last year was October.
Okay.
So there you go. Look at you learning us something.
I know.
I'm
telling you.
Yeah.
What is it? Autumnal?
Autumnal.
Equinox.
Or you could just say the fall equinox. Easier.
One syllable.
Well, I'm moving toward equinox. I used to call it the autumnal equator. I just forget it.
That's fun. I'm
like, do you know what that is? When you
we
fall
need
begins?
tiles
I know
around
that, right?
here so we can just guess, then turn the tiles to guess the word. That'd be fun on this show.
But no, I mean, we're ready for it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
right.
we definitely are.
Let's get out there. I'm ready for that.
How about that?
That's a
Beautiful
postcard.
shot. Yeah, that is totally a postcard. You are looking live over Falls River, courtesy of Our Lady of the Lake Sky 9. Beautiful, brilliant, on what promises to be a pretty decent day. Matter of fact, a pretty decent work week as well, where temperatures are starting off in the lower 70s, so we're hovering around 71 right now. And here it is, the hunters, or I should say the harvest moon, and that is tomorrow night, the 9th full moon of the year. And of course, the peak illumination at 9:30 at night, so the actual partial eclipse, that's going to begin at 7:40 in the evening, weather cooperating hopefully, and I think for the most part it's going to do that. It's cooperating right now. We don't see any rain on our local radar, but across the region we do. And then going out towards the Carolina coast, we see what we have right here with Tropical Depression number 8, which could be Tropical Storm Helene. Matter of fact, let me look at my computer real quickly and see if they updated it. Let me hit refresh, and nope, it still says number 8. So it looks like we'll wait for the next update after that to see if it becomes Tropical Storm Helene. Nevertheless, it is possible, though. It is strong enough. There you see the winds at 50 miles per hour, so that's definitely a tropical storm force wind. They still expect it to become a tropical storm before making landfall. That's going to be later in the day today. Looks like it makes landfall in the northern part of South Carolina, so not far away from the border of the two Carolinas. Here's what's left of Gordon, and it looks like Gordon is just going to be a fish storm. No big deal there. As for our rain chances today, looks like the name of the game, the farther south you go, a slightly better chance of a couple scattered thunderstorms. Here in the Baton Rouge area, we'll put it at about 30, maybe 40%. And again, that's going to be later in the day today. Over the next 7 days, here's the rain, or the lack thereof, that we're expecting. Barely anything, less than 1/4 of an inch all put together. We are past peak hurricane season. Give yourself a pat on the back after getting through last week. This is where we are on the graph now, as the graph sharply declines over the next couple of weeks. We're not totally done, not totally out of the woods yet, but we are definitely getting closer to the finish line. So again, we're waiting on the H storm, that would be Helene, followed by the I storm, that would be Isaac, and hopefully we're not going to go much deeper than that. Here is the autumnal equinox, Sunday, September 22nd at 7:44 a.m., and we are definitely looking forward to that. Forecast for today, starting at 70 degrees, nice temperatures, then we get up to 88 in the afternoon with about a 30 to 40% chance of a shower or storm in the afternoon. Then for tonight, We'll leave the 30% chance in for the early part of the evening. The moon big and bright in the sky, but it's technically full tomorrow night. And then in the 10-day forecast, a decreasing chance of rain, and then a relatively dry stretch of several days going right into the weekend and the first weekend of fall. We have made it to the finish line, and Johnny Asian sounds very, very enthused about that.
I like the heat doesn't bother me as much as the humidity. So get the humidity down and I'll be happy.
It's not so much the heat, it's the humidity.
It is exactly that. Thank you, sir. Love that. All right, Jared, thank you, sir. Looking out at the interstate, we're starting to get a little bit better. That doesn't look like it, but I promise we are. From Denham Springs to Baton Rouge, your backup starts about halfway between Walker and Jubin. Look at Jubin, look at Florida Boulevard, look at Florida around Burgess and Walker. Very slow traffic. Some of that's our morning rush hour. Some of that was a wreck right here at I-12 westbound at Essen Lane. Well, most of the vehicles have gone. The right lane is now open, as you can see, and we still have a couple of vehicles on the right shoulder. But again, for all practical purposes, that wreck is no longer going to be affecting traffic. So that will get better pretty quickly, but right now it's still pretty ugly coming into the Baton Rouge area from Livingston Parish. And past that, our Gordon McKernan First Alert Traffic Camera Network. That looks pretty good this morning. All of our drive times are what we expect. Still about a half an hour, though, coming in from Denham Springs. 7:08. We do it every single morning on the Plus. It is WAFB's 9 News Now, where we update some of the things you may have missed earlier in the 9 News this morning. And Liz and Matt will be back to recap some of those top headlines after this.
$7:10 your time right now on a Monday morning. A lot of stuff to kind of step you through, including a couple investigations going on right now with the Baton Rouge Police Department.
Yeah.
A traffic crash from late last night. Liz, a number of people injured here and one dead.
That's it. So total, 7 people involved in this. Yeah, we're told that this happened around 9 o'clock Sunday night. The intersection there, Airline Highway and Greenwell Street. 8 people actually total involved in all of this. So we're told that the people there, the ones that did not die, we're told that they are monitoring their condition in the hospital. We're told one other person refused care here. So what could have led to this? Well, that's what Baton Rouge homicide detectives are investigating right now. But again, a big scene there last night, cleared this morning, but the investigation to how this could have happened is underway.
Another investigation going on right now, a shooting investigation. You know where Lee and Highland intersect?
Sure, busy intersection.
Very busy.
Yeah.
Broad daylight shooting.
2:30 p.m. this happened. We're told somebody was actually shot in the shoulder. If you look at this video, you're going to see a scene right there. That bullet going through that windshield. The police still want to know what happened here as well. If you happen to be there and you can see a lot of cars in broad daylight, 2:30 in the afternoon, they sure would love to hear from you. The number to call, it is Crime Stoppers.
Still another investigation. This one going on at one of the state prisons here, Elaine Hunt Correctional Center. The death of an inmate right now, Liz. Now, they're not quite sure as they push forward through with this investigation exactly what happened, but that's what they're trying to figure out.
Authorities say that another inmate may be to blame. We're told that corrections officers were making rounds when they had heard 2 of these inmates getting into an argument. We're told that's when they discovered an unresponsive inmate. This was after 1 o'clock in the afternoon. We're told that they started CPR, was unable to revive that other inmate there. We're told that investigation is underway into officially how this happened. We're also told criminal charges could be pending.
Voter registration week in Louisiana. If you live in, well, any one of our areas, there are a number of ways you can go ahead and get registered to vote. Make sure you do that. If you've made any changes, maybe married or divorced,
Right.
You can make those changes.
Yeah, so today they're trying to make it easy to you. You don't have to go to the Secretary of State's office. 3 East Baton Rouge Library branches. You can go to Bluebonnet, River Center Branch Library, or the Scotlandville Branch Library to make sure that your voter registration is taken care of. Remember to bring some important documents like your ID, proof of residency, things that prove where you live so you can update that. Remember with some of the district changes as well, you want to know where your new precinct is. All of that waiting for you in Matt's story online.
Power crews, man, making it work, trying to hard at it over the weekend. Look at the numbers here in Louisiana. Less than 3,000 now customers impacted still, most of them down in Terrebonne Parish. Pretty hard hit. Obviously, if you're still without power, you're like, when's it coming back on? And we get that, but a lot of progress made with those power crews there.
A big thank you to all the power crews who work in the state and for folks who came on in to help us out. Now keep in mind, Entergy, the biggest power supplier in Terrebonne, says that power is expected to come back on tonight. And that's why schools are expected to reopen in Terrebonne and Lafourche tomorrow, so we'll keep our eyes on that and let you know. Debris
removal getting going in EBR. Maybe not as hard hit, obviously, as some of the other parishes. It is the most populated parish in the viewing area. So if you got some vegetative debris that was downed because of the storm, get it to the curb.
They're going to start picking that up today. Keep in mind, Baker, Central, Zachary are not included in this debris removal round. So keep that in mind. You want to call your municipality to see when they will start picking up that debris. But as Matt mentioned, this is only for vegetative debris. And please make sure you keep it out of the way for postal workers, from fire hydrants, utility meters, all the important places neatly at the curb.
Yeah, and don't stack it. They say don't stack it underneath the low-hanging trees. You can't get the claw in there, right?
No.
Or power lines. You can't get the claw in there. This is not EBR South Louisiana's first go-around with the debris cleanup and pickup, so make sure you're doing that. Jared, we were talking about, we're getting through Francine. We got some eyes on what could be, should be, miles per hour wise anyway, already another tropical storm out there.
Yeah, it could be Tropical Storm Marlene. We've got Gordon out there in the Atlantic, but neither one are going to bother the Gulf. And hopefully that was it last week, and we won't have to deal with anything the rest of the season. I think we deserve quiet weather.
Oh, yeah,
breathing a sigh of relief here. Johnny making some important calls, making sure that traffic is opening up.
Yeah, slowly. It's going to be a little while, half an hour maybe from Denham.
Ooh, still. Okay.
Look how close we are.
I know.
Really are.
It's nice.
And Matt's way over
I'm
there.
feeling really comfortable right now. How are you guys doing?
He's like
a crowded.
over
We
there.
are one. We are the world.
Oh, that's
Y'all be the world.
beautiful.
I'm going to be over here on my own.
Yeah, we'll see you in 25.
It's time to gear up for game day at Team Toyota. Right now, get a new 24 Tacoma for just $269 a month, or get 2.99% financing for 72 months on a new Toyota Tundra. Score thousands in savings on your new Toyota from Team Toyota. I-12 at O'Neill.